Welcome to your daily dose of hope. I'm Phyllis Nichols, and I'm glad you're here. Today, I'm diving into something that we all experience. It's just part of life for all of us, and that is the struggle between hope and fear. Both of those things are just part of the human condition and something that we're all going to deal with. And we know that those two things really shape our decisions and our outlook. And, when we're making decisions from hope and hopefulness or from fear, ultimately is going to determine what the next day is going to be like, what our life's generally going to be like. Fear is hardwired into us for a lot of reasons, right? Primarily to keep us safe. A lot of times fear is just that voice that whispers like, what if everything goes wrong? Or what if this doesn't work out? It's just that feeling of uncertainty that's so uncomfortable. And we know that fear serves us well when we are in true dangerous environments, when we're physically unsafe. But for many of us today, fear holds us back more than it protects us. We're not physically unsafe. We're just afraid maybe to move forward or to make a change. When we're coming from a place of fear, it literally narrows our vision, right? Part of our brain that taps into creativity and resourcefulness is kind of switched off. And so when we're sitting in fear trying to decide what to do, we truly just don't see all the options. We don't have the ability to tap into our resourcefulness. And when we're in hope, or have feelings of hope, at least we can expand our vision and we can see additional options. We may be able to bring in a different perspective, and we can certainly come up with at least alternatives to help us make a change from that feeling of uncertainty into something else. When I was looking at this information, I came across this quote by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., which I liked, which is, "We must accept finite disappointment, but never lose infinite hope." And I like that, right? Because we do in this life have disappointments and loss and times where things don't go our way. And it's okay to acknowledge those feelings, right? And we can do that without losing hope that things can get better. So what do we do if we're feeling fearful? The first thing really is to try and really acknowledge and understand where that voice is coming from or where that fear is coming from. Awareness can be the first step to really taking the charge and the power out of it. If you can, surround yourself with other hopeful people or talk to a friend or a family member who can really give you some perspective. We know that hope really works best when we're in a place of taking action. So when we're in fear, if we can just identify one small step forward, that helps us build confidence and courage to be able to take the next step. And it literally will help us expand the options and the resources that are available to us. Research shows us that hope changes the brain chemistry. It activates different neural pathways. And when we're in fear, we have that fight or flight response. And when we have hope, it encourages problem solving and our creativity and our resourcefulness. Studies have linked hope to having better physical health outcomes. Hopefulness brings improved mental health and greater resilience in facing challenges. And of course, it's not passive, right? It's active. It's the courage to face uncertainty with the belief that your actions really do matter and that change is possible. My hope for you today is that you have an amazing day. And if you're in fear, you have a chance to at least look for an initial next step that can help make things better. Here's to having a great day and an even better tomorrow.